So here we are, we have come to Rochester for the day. Let's go and take a look. So this is the Sixth Port Travellers' House. So it was where people who were staying in Rochester but couldn't afford, you know, an expensive place, or, you know, it was for people who were down on their luck. And it is a private residence actually, and it's open to the public at the following times. So if you take a look here, you can take a see.
So it's free entry, but they do ask for donations, which is, I think, is really reasonable. Open from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Last entry at 3:45. No food allowed or there, but looks fantastic. We shall have a little look through.
Yeah, let's go in. That's like look.
These clay pipes are amazing. Look at those. There's really dates on them.
Thank you. Thank you.
The pursuit of travellers smoking your clay pipe. And I love this ornate fireplace. Look at this, all the brickwork in there. You can actually sit inside. It's so large. And then you've actually got little places there. You can put the rest there. But I'm assuming the fire would have just been there. And you could have actually baked things in there.
If you look here, this is part of the original room.
Behind
the glass panel.
Section of the glass panel shows the original wall-daubed structure of the household. Wow. I love all the different memorabilia. So these are the people that would have stayed in the house at the time. They've even got photographs of the original house, or the original house I said at the time, the cobble floors and the ceiling. And look, you've got a Roman bone and pin here. Love these old drawings as well. Look at that old drawing of Rochester.
I would go to as well. The steps.
Oh yeah, so there's the old sink, look. The stone sink. Early travellers would have washed in this sink. And you've got to always be careful of these old places. Look at the sheer drop on the stairs. Drawings of the Seven Pole Travellers Lodge. And this is a slip of room. In Dickens' story, the matron refers to this room as a slip of the room, which the gem lemon is going to build on the back. The slip of the room, you can see you actually go into the room this way. It was such a small room, but really gives it a Dickensian feel. And they've all laid it out.
Oh, wow.
There's your fireplace. Oh look, and his penny conversion, so 12d, 12 pence is 1 shilling, 20 shillings is a pound, £1 would be 240 pence. After decimalisation, 100 pence, I didn't realise that, so 100, obviously now 100 pennies is a pound, but back then 240 pennies were a pound. I think you can see that with the glare on the actual, on the sheen there. And based on the price of bread in 1579, 1d, that's £1, one penny would have purchased 680 grams of bread. In 2019, the price of a similar weight would be 95p. Therefore, 1d, 1 pence in 1579 would be roughly worth a pound today, based upon the price of bread. So roughly about the same.
If you look here, it's the original register.
Oh wow!
So you could see people signing in and
1879 to the 1883.
Details of age and trade and where they were from, whether they could read or write.
Wow, you'd actually put that. Where are you from? So porter, look. Labourers, bar makers. Ages from 52, 26, 43, 29. One is 18. And where they've all come from. Dartford, Canterbury, Woolwich. So not too far from these sort of areas.
No, not at all.
Love the handwriting as well.
Yeah.
So the gardens are lovely actually. So we've just come out of the house here. And here we see the Watts charity. Charles Dickens visited Watts charity on May the 11th, 1854 and subsequently wrote The Seven Poor Travellers. Here we are, and this is just, look how small the room is. You've got a little fireplace there. And various portraits there. There's Charles Dickens obviously at the top. And this is just talking about the story of the Seven Poor Travellers. Really nice. I love as well, if you look up here, look at the old fashioned beams, the wooden beams. That's some more memorabilia from the Where the Travellers Rest, a rare edition there of the book. Oh, look at that as well, the first edition of the Seven Poor Travellers by Charles Dickens, published in December 1854. There we go. I'm just coming into this room. You can hear that there's a narrative going on at the same time.
I asked, why did you walk to Rochester? By now the bus was working its way through the streets of Cardiff. He replied, there was no work in South Wales in the late 1920s because of the Depression, and there hadn't been any for months, and life was hard. We had hurt coal mines up in Kent near Dover, and as there was nothing to do apart from walk the streets, I decided that if I couldn't afford train fares, I would walk to Dover.
The room's not that bad actually.
The hedges on the streets in London, and eventually reached Rochester.
And this is where you'd sleep?
As he crossed the bridge, he could see that there was quite a large crowd of men, and so he went over to see what they were looking at, thinking someone had fallen into the river. He couldn't see anything, so he asked what was going on, and one of the men standing there told him that a man with a top hat would arrive soon and offer 6 men who were travelling through the city free board and lodge with food and a bed for the night.
They've created this really nice little garden here in Richard Watts's legacy memory. This is the bust of Richard Watts right there. And there we have it. And what's nice, although it's patio, they've got all these little flower beds, which you can come see. And we're so lucky because it's an absolutely cloud-free day. Amazing. So you get to see the gardens. And they've also got, I was going to say, looking over this side, they're growing vegetables as well. That's absolutely amazing.
Also, I was just reading that this is called the Six Travellers or Six Poor Travellers. And Charles Dickens then wrote a book called The Seven Poor Travellers.
Okay, so we've just come from the gardens, and this is one of the other rooms here. Elizabethan beds were expensive household items. They were valuable enough for wealthy people to list them in their estate. Shakespeare left his second best bed to his wife, Anne Hathaway. History does not record who gets the best bed. There we are. And there's the beds. I don't know if these are the original beds, but there's a sign there, keep off the bed. And you can see there, look, there's a chamber pot just in there in case you need to go in the middle of the night. But there we go. Night night, sleep tight, mind the bed bugs don't bite. The straw-filled mattresses that were strung onto these bed frames frequently contained bugs, which is how the saying originated. Unless you regularly tightened the drawstrings, you slumped into an uncomfortable hollow where you got into bed. Look at that. So there you go. That's where night night, sleep tight, mind the bed bugs don't bite comes from. We go. Kelly did spot this huge lamp here. Now I don't know if this was originally here or they've just actually placed it, but it's absolutely amazing. It's ginormous. I'd love actually to see that lit at night.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic, really does. And I do love the way that they've decorated the sort of outside of the gardens. Although it's a very small garden, it just looks so nice how they put the roses and all the ivy, the clings all around the walls inside.
Yeah, very small courtyard.
Yeah, courtyard, that's the best way to describe it.
You've got they've started growing sort of like herbs and things. So you on this corner you've got some herbs, over that corner
yeah,
some more herbs. So they've even got a curry bush there.
Oh wow. There we go. So what did you think?
I thought it was great. It's just so interesting to see how, do you know what I mean, how it was back in those days. And I noticed that it says no matches in rooms. There's a little sign in where they would have their repast, if you like. And
Yeah.
it said no matches in rooms.
So that's what I thought as well, because obviously you'd have straw mattresses, so that would just go right up. But
Exactly.
really interesting, a lot of history there.
Yeah, it was just so
from the centre.
interesting to see how, you know, how people who didn't have much money got by. Do you know what I mean? Because you always see how the rich live, and you only have a glimpse of how the poor actually live. So it was, yeah, it was very, very interesting.
So there we go. So it's the Six Port Travellers House for you to visit. It is free entry. We did leave a donation, which we they do ask to do, but it's totally up to you because it does aid to the upkeep of the museum and the gardens. There we have it, here at Rochester. So here we are. I'm just in, or just outside I should say, if I turn around, Rochester Cathedral. And it is huge. I'm just looking around now. Now the admission to get in is free, so it is free to go into Rochester Cathedral. But it is such a beautiful building. And you can see here from the main gates, it's got from 1939 to 1945. And that's probably commemoration for the Second World War. So you've got the three crests there outside the main gates. And as you go into here, as you can see here, entrance and admission is free, but group visits must be by appointment. So the opening times, if you are interested, Monday to Saturday 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sunday 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. But you can check our website for service times, which is www.rochestercathedral.org. And there we are. But look, it's such a beautiful building. Now the temperature has dropped a little bit. I'm in the shade here. But I do love the actual architecture here for the building. It is really nice. And if you go through, I'm just going to do a little walkway down this alleyway. You've got this really quaint, I'm going to say Dickensian. It's very much like a Dickensian alleyway. But look at that, it's actually amazing. There we go. And look, little Dickensian lamp. And there's the walkway through here. These big wooden, if you can see that, although it's in the shade, these big wooden doors as I come through here. And this is into the main sort of cathedral entrance here. Now I think there's a service going on at the moment, so I'm not sure I'm allowed to film, but I'm just going to show you the outside. Glass is absolutely amazing. Okay, so I'm just going to wander in. I'll see if I'm allowed to. Okay, yeah, unfortunately I've arrived here. I didn't notice the time, so they are shut now. It's gone 4 o'clock, which is a bit of a shame. I should have probably timed that better, but it's such an amazing building. And if you wander around here, look, there's more to it this side as well. You've got the grounds there, and this will lead us nicely on to Rochester Castle. As I come through here, one of the main alleyways, and here we are coming up to, you can just make out there, Rochester Castle. So we will explore Rochester Castle in just a second, but there we are. I've just come out the back entrance past that magnolia tree of Rochester Cathedral. So we're outside, well I was going to say outside, I'll show you in this, just do the reveal in a second. So this is called the Crepe & Co, and I love, look at the location of it, it's absolutely fantastic. Outside it's, as you can see, it's spring, the flowers are blossoming, as that vine goes past, and you can sit outside and have your crepe from the Crepe & Co. And I was going to say outside, there's the cathedral, and there, look, is Rochester Castle. So it's such a lovely view if you are having your crepes there at the Crepe & Co. And I'm just going to walk past here through to the cathedral there. Now there's the green. It's got these beautiful flowers, obviously from the blossom. And there is the castle. Now I think We may be a little late to go into the castle. It's now just approaching 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so we may be a little late to go inside there. They do charge, I believe, to go into Rochester Castle. I'm going to have a quick look and tell you the price. So here we are. Here are the opening times. So it is pretty much from 6 a.m. to, well, we're now April, so 7:30, so not too bad. Summer months is open till 9 o'clock, and then the winter months it drops down to 5 p.m. Now if you do want to go into the gift shop, as you can come up here as well. I'm trying to watch where I'm going as I'm stepping up here. So the last entry to the castle is 5:15 p.m. So it's just coming up to that now. So I'm not going to go into the castle today, purely because I'm just approaching the last entry. But it is free to go into the gift shop if you just want to look at the gift shop only. And the gift shop is right up those steps there. So you can see how windy it is. It's quite windy up here. There's the entrance to the gift shop. There's the view though. Look at that. I'm not even at the top. And I can see this wonderful view of the grounds. Those guys playing football, rugby. And there you can see the river. It's absolutely beautiful. And like I said, we're so blessed today because it's such cloudless skies. And look at that. I nearly missed this view. So I've just come from the castle. There's the entrance there. And of course you go down Castle Hill, or Epaul Lane actually. So that's Castle Hill there, that road. And this is Epaul Lane. And as you're going around here, you get to see the cathedral there. Entrance, that's absolutely amazing. Look at that. And like I say, we're so lucky because it's cloudless skies, so it's absolutely fantastic. Just as I was coming down the Castle Hill, I noticed this house here. It's just so quirky. Look at that door. It could totally unstraight. If I zoom in there, you can see that it's how uneven the door frame is. Love it. Absolutely love it. So on our forever quest to look for food, we found Tony Lorenzo, which is a patisserie here on the high road. And Kelly's already having a little look. What have you spotted so far here in our little cake shop?
Wow, I'm thinking of the double chocolate chip New York cookie.
Yeah, now we looked at that. The double chip New York cookie, it's also got fillings in there. So they do have a soft biscotti cookie and white chocolate chunks with molten biscotti in the New York Field one, which is right there. Gypsy tart there, as you can see. They got lemon bakewells, which is there. Biscotti Rocky Road. They've got Bavarian toffee apple slices. And I don't know what this one is. It's not labelled. Oh, it's Bavarian. Sorry, this is apple slice. Sicilian lemon slice. They've got chocolate caramel flakes, marshmallow Rocky Road, and the chocolate caramel slice, which is also vegan friendly. They also do custard tart, which is there, the brownie, and the various pasties that they've got there, as you can see if I just zoom back out there. Hello, and this is Future Us. So we are now trying those products from Tony Lorenzo, and we're going to try them right now.
So here we are. So we've bought our things from Tony Lorenzo. And we're going to try them. They got a bit squashed in the bag, unfortunately.
Yeah, they did a bit on the way back, but they still do look amazing, even though they're a little bit crushed. So from what you can see there, we have, if I point out, what one was this one? I forget.
This one is the toffee apple, I believe.
That's a toffee apple, and that was the one you wanted, wasn't it?
Yeah, this one was the black cherry swirl, I think. So I don't know if
so there you go, if we can do it from the camera. So that one there is the black cherry swirl. Now, supposed to be, allegedly, like Black Forest Gatto, and that one there, which is shimmering in the light, was the apple?
Well, she didn't say it was meant to be like Black Forest Gatto.
Oh, that's what
I'm hoping.
Yeah, oh, right, we're hoping.
I'm hoping that it's a little bit like Black Forest Gatto, but she didn't actually say, the lady who served us.
Now, there's two others we bought here. We bought a biscotti cookie. Now there's biscotti inside it, and also this was the Nutella cookie.
Yes.
I'd have to double check it. Now, she did say, the lady that served us, if you put these in the microwave for 2 minutes, they will go all gooey inside. We are going to put them in the oven to try them, but we will try them first pre-oven.
Yes.
And then tell you what we think, and then we'll pause, and then we'll go into the oven. But first things first, let's do these ones.
I was about to say, should we do these ones first?
Oh, you want to do
they're
these
going to go
first?
into the oven.
All right, okay then. So
What do you think?
All right. We'll do these ones. So which one do you want to try first?
Well, let's open them up.
Okay. Now look at the size of these. These are huge. It's the size of my hand. They do look amazing. So again, this is Tony Lorenzo in Rochester. Oh, this one's got a bit crumbly. So.
Yeah, because they got squashed in the bag, unfortunately.
Okay, right, let's try a little bit of each.
Okay, so let me just... Oh.
It's very crumbly.
Yeah.
There they are. Look at the size of those. That's my hand. You can just see it's about the size of my hand.
Huge.
Right, okay, so let's try the chocolate one.
Okay, here we go.
There we are. Ching ching.
Ching ching.
Mmm. That's nice as it is. Mmm. This is the Nutella one. It's so crumbly that just dropped.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. We've had these in the fridge for a while, so they've gone a bit harder, but I'm going to put them in the oven. We shall try.
I took them out of the fridge for a little while to...
Oh yeah, to come up
bring
to
them up to
room temperature.
Room temperature.
Right, so this one's a bit thicker. So this is the biscotti.
I'm just trying to break a bit off, actually.
Just break a bit off again.
There we go.
Okay, here we are.
Ching ching.
Again, that's really good. It's almost like it's got a real baked flavour to it.
This one...
Like it's home baked.
It's got a crumbly texture.
Yeah, really crumbly.
And it's really different to this one.
Yeah, to me this tastes home baked. It's got a real home baked taste to it.
You know what? It's almost like it's a pie kind of pie crust.
Like a pie crust, yeah.
That's what that one's like. It's more like a pie crust.
Right, now then guys, what would you give those now? I would give them both 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I agree. 7, 7.5, something like that.
Yeah, now we're going to put these in the oven. And we're going to let these cook. While we're going to do that, we're going to try the two others. By that point, they should be nice and
gooey.
Gooey, okay? We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Right, we're back. So, what we're going to do next?
Shall we do the toffee apple?
Let's do the toffee apple. So, go on, crack yourself a slice.
Okay. Oh.
So this one as well, it's quite difficult to cut, which is
We didn't get a knife, you see.
No, that's true.
We've only got a fork, so we're cutting it with a fork. Right, do you want that?
Okay, I'll try that one. Here we are. I'll just show you. I wonder if this one will be better in the oven as well. I don't think you can.
I was
because
just
of the topping.
thinking. You know what? I was just thinking that, but you're right. But I think it could go maybe on a very low temperature.
Okay, here we go.
Ching ching.
That's like an apple strudel. That filling, the pie filling, reminds me very much like a Mr. Kipling's
Yeah.
apple pie.
Do you know what? It's not tart. It's just how I like.
This is definitely up Kelly Street. This reminds me of apple pie in the States. And the toffee goes really well with it.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's very nice.
That's the toffee one we've just been trying.
I was thinking that the pastry, because the pastry looks hard, right?
No, but it's not.
But it's not at all.
Now, I know you guys probably can't see us cutting this, but it is really, really good. And that toffee topping actually really adds to it.
Yeah.
This is delicious. You can see the apple, and then that's the... It's not zooming in very well, but then you've got the that caramel topping.
I mean, we are cutting it with a fork. It would be better with a knife. But
that goes really well. That complements it well. What are you going to give that? It's puff pastry as well.
Is it puff pastry?
Yeah. Like a puff pastry.
I would give it an 8.
I agree. I was going to give it an 8 as well. I think I would love to try that in the oven to see how it works, but very, very light. Okay, before our cookies are going...
I think the same. I think we should bung it in the oven as well.
We'll do that one in a bit. Right, last one, before we try the cookies warm, is the what's this one again?
This is the, I think it's the cherry swirl.
Right, the
cherry chocolate swirl, I think it is.
Now, of course, this one's going to be a lot easier to cut because it is just sponge.
So I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit like Black Forest Gatto.
Here we go.
For me,
it's not like Black Forest Gatto.
No.
But that is really, really soft. There's our alarm to tell us that those cookies are done.
Cookies are done.
What do you think?
Out of all of them, I've got to say this is my least favourite.
Do you know what? I agree. Excuse me. I think it's really nice, but there's no. I can't get the cherry in there.
I can't get the cherry in there, but the Swiss roll is like a Swiss roll. It's like a chocolate Swiss roll.
Yeah, I agree.
It's exactly the same as a roll. I'm not a lover of chocolate Swiss roll. I was expecting it, I don't know why, to be more like a cake.
Yeah. It is very much like a Swiss roll. So, anyway, guys, I'm just going to go and get those cookies. So I'm back. Now, what's happened is, can you see that? I don't know if you can see that with the chocolate one, but it's so gooey. It actually crumbled in the oven when I took it out. It's I
have to say, it smells amazing.
It does. They smell like freshly baked cookies.
It just, the smell is, Right,
okay.
I don't think I'm going to need a fork.
No, I don't think we do. Wow.
Wow. Oh!
Look how gooey that is. That's really, really gooey. It's really gooey. You have to take my word for it. That Nutella, oh, there we go. That's Nutella right in the middle. Here we are. Oh, wow. That, for me, has pushed that up. That score. Guys, if you go to Rochester and go to Tony Lorenzo's, you've got to, and you have these cookies, you've got to put them either in the oven or the microwave. That is so gooey, so sticky.
Yeah.
Look at that on the plate.
So good.
That all that stickiness has gone on there. All right, let's try the other one, and we'll score it. We've also put the apple pie in the oven, just to let you guys know.
I think I should cleanse my palate.
Okay, I don't need to.
Mark's just looking at me thinking, I need it.
Yeah. It's, the time taken to cleanse palate, I could be just chowing down. Here we go.
Here we go. Mark's on tenterhooks. Here we go. And let me. Oh, it's warm. It
smells wonderful. It does. It smells like pie crust. You're absolutely right.
It's good, but it's not as good as the melted middle.
Yeah, that Nutella makes it.
I mean, if I'm having them cold, I think the Biscoff would be.
It doesn't taste like Biscoff to me, though.
Oh, really?
No.
I can taste the Biscoff in it.
No, I can.
Now, to me, if I was having it cold, it would be the Biscoff. But if I was having it warm, it'd be the chocolate.
I can't distinguish between the two. The Biscoff is actually sweeter. Do you know what? I'm going to agree with you. I think I'm going to go with the... I prefer the...
or maybe it just needs longer in the oven because it's quite a bit thicker.
This is very, very thick.
Yeah, this is very thick. And I think, look, I think it definitely needs longer. So if you're getting it and one is thicker than the other, just bear in mind one needs longer in the oven, I think. You
can see how thick that is, look.
Yeah, and it's not quite as melted as the chocolate one.
But then I think with Biscotti spread, it's not designed to melt with it, whereas the chocolate will melt.
Yeah, but look at the chocolate chips. Those chocolate chips haven't melted.
But this one has.
Those chocolate chips have not melted, and I think that, it needs to be longer in the oven.
Okay. I would score Nutella 9, Biscotti 8.
Yeah.
Agreed?
Yeah.
There we go. Right. We are going to go back. Hold your horses, because we are now going to try a warm apple pie. Okay, we're back. That apple pie's been in the oven. Or I say apple strudel type thing. Off you go. And you can smell it. Right, much easier to cut.
Wow.
Well, Kelly gets hers. Right, it's warm, so go careful.
Yeah.
Right, let's try a little bit. Here we go. Probably could do a little longer. Need a little longer, but that's delicious. Again, that's better in the oven.
I think the apple needs to be warm, but not so much the toffee.
Yeah, I agree.
But you can have ice cream with this.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I think I'm more sweetened out as well because it tastes so sweet.
I think, do you know what? Because we've had everything that's sweet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because we've had that Swiss roll, we've had the apple, this apple, toffee apple, and then we've had the 2 biscuits. Yeah, definitely sweetened up.
Good. Well, there we are. That's it. We'll go back now to past us in Rochester. Also as well, they've got this farmers market here. Now they've got some really, really organic, nice foods here. You've got rhubarb, you've got conference pears, you've also got the oranges, plums, apples, and various ciders, drinks, and British produce. I love that. Look at that honey there and that little honey pot. So if you're looking for something organic, something local, and here we go, local meats from Doughty Butchers, local dairy, local cheese, and coffees from Real Deal Roasters in Kent. So all local produce there. This is at Austin's, a Rochester award-winning farm shop. So another place to come here is the Guildhall Museum, which is free admission. Here we go. Now it's just gone 5 o'clock, so we have unfortunately missed it. It's open from Tuesday to Saturday, 10 AM till 5 PM. Last admission's 4:30, so the doors are closed. But you can see here from the little plaque, it says, in Great Expectations, the Guildhall is the place where Pip was bound apprentice to Joe Gargery. So you can see the hall was a quiet place, I thought, with higher pews in it than a church. There we are. So a little bit of history here at the Guildhall Museum. And another thing I noticed is, well, with this post box, which is fantastic. Look at that. Now most post boxes, as we know, are red, but this one is green with gilded gold. So I'm assuming in conjunction with the Guildhall Museum, which is also green with gold gild. But look at that. Absolutely amazing. So I've just come through Two Post Alley here, and look at this. Look at the slant on this house here. It's unbelievable. If I step back, you will see it. I'm just going to cross the road, and you can see, look how slanted that house is. You can see it's tilting massively to the right, the Wolfen Castle there. There we go. Just really, really quirky. I love it. I just love going that little alleyway as well. Very Dickens. And we just noticed this house, which is right next to the Wolfen Castle, which is on its tilt. It's got this lovely gilding at the top there. We wondered if that was actually a theatre, but it looks like it's now private property now. But it's what a cool place to live. Absolutely amazing. Okay, so we are outside Rochester Station. Another place to park your car if you are driving is literally outside the station, and it's exactly the same prices apply. Up to 1 hour, £1.20, 1 to 2 hours, £1.70, 2 to 4 hours, £2.70, and 5 hours plus, £3.20. No return within 2 hours of you leaving. Anyway, that's it for Mark and Kenny's Trips, Tips and Things for another review. As always, please like, share and subscribe this video. It helps us make more, and we always love making videos for you guys. Hopefully we'll see you in one of our lives on Tuesday or Friday at 6 PM UK time. But until then, take care, look after yourselves, and remember, you're never too old to have fun. Bye for now.
Bye for now.